What?
Last time on Zpace, so a lot of you have been offered a very large payout from Grim if you can successfully fulfill your on-the-spot promise to eradicate the Supernova Gang. Additionally, Max has been booked for a celebratory concert back home on Galanis next week. In an effort to kill two birds with one stone, you posted some advertisements in a local bar to
I remember.
to lure some gang members to Galanis to buy off your extra quote-unquote ganja, as they say on the streets.
Oh my god, last session, holy shit, got everything.
Yeah, it's been like a month.
Oh my god, that's so good.
So
Or at least you think they call it that.
No, I know.
We're pretty certain of it.
No, I'm positive.
On your way out of the bar, you quite forcefully bumped into some gang members, and your aggressive introduction seemed to rub them the wrong way before Billy went all out in declaring that they were here to pick a fight.
Well, I believe I said they were here to kill everybody.
Yeah. That would. I'll say that qualifies.
Qualified. Totally qualified.
Patrons seemed less ready to pick a fight than you were hoping, and bolted before beginning your brawl. You managed to beat them with some resistance, a knocked-out bartender, some property damage, and Cyan's sword stuck in the on position, which leaves you here with 5 beat-up gang members at the bar's entrance.
We should probably leave.
Maybe we should just ask these guys.
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Who's adding stuff?
I
That's Zell?
That's Zell.
Oh shit. Oh, were they all knocked out?
I guess
we
the
know.
one guy's over here.
We only have one guy left.
No, they're all knocked out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're all knocked out?
You got them beat up at least.
Maybe we should add
whatever
like
state you wanted them.
like X tokens that we can put over top other tokens for knocked out enemies.
I want all their heads to be exploded.
I don't
I
know.
could probably do that.
Let's just leave
should just-
before the authorities get the wrong idea.
Nah. This would be the perfect. Look, they're all wearing the jackets, right?
They are all wearing the jackets.
They're all wearing
Wait.
the jackets. Nobody's gonna get mad at us for beating up these criminal scum. Come on, we should like rip their fingernails off and put
No.
toothpicks in their eyes and ask them
No.
where to find the rest of their group. What do
No.
you mean, no? We got a job to do.
Billy, normally I'd be all down for fucking with these guys, but I'm kind of a celebrity now, so I have to maintain my image, I think.
Well, that's
So,
what I'm saying. That's exactly what a celebrity would do. We just gotta. It's just that's the
These
thing.
don't
We got.
stack.
Damn it.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
They stack with each other.
Yeah, I think it's because these are they're considered separate like things.
Yeah.
Can I try and turn my sword off?
You can certainly try. Give me let's say. I'm assuming you're just gonna be trying it normally and not like beating it against something.
Yeah, no.
I was thinking brawn engineering.
Yeah, give me a intelligence and either engineering or computers. Let's say.
They're both the same for me, so.
Yeah.
So that'd be 5. And I'm not healthy, so just 5. Oh, fuck, shoddy? Nothing?
So you forgot that it needed some screw, or it needed a screwdriver to disassemble, and the button doesn't seem to be working properly.
All right, now can I try brawn engineering?
Sure.
Just fucking.
Just smacking it on the table.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I
there you
didn't
go,
Joker.
there you go.
Thank
That's
you,
what it
God.
needed.
I was
If
really
I
hoping
Joker-
for the Joker.
If I Joker, would I have lost my sword permanently, or just broken it? It had to be fixed.
You would not have lost it permanently.
Okay, but I didn't at least break it. How hard is the smack though for it to for everything to just start working properly again?
Yeah, you're messing with it a little bit. You're trying little taps, and then you're just like, nothing seems to be working, and then you figure, well, it's already broken. What's the worst that could happen? I make it more broken, and whatever you did, that giant slam seemed to have, well, from the outside, it seems like it realigned everything just right.
Can I add a little bit because it was a crit? Can I say
Absolutely.
he slammed it against the bar counter, and there's
Yeah.
a visible crack going down through the bar counter wood now.
Absolutely.
Would you be able to grab the blade of your sword?
I could probably actually. That's a good question. Would I even be able to touch? I always imagine it was hard light, and hard light isn't exactly super hot. So would I be able to touch the dull side of it,
Um,
the flat side of the swords?
I don't see why not.
Okay, because it's not like a lightsaber where it's just a big hit it.
No, I
emitting-
also imagined it not being hot.
Yeah, I imagined
just
it
imagined
hard
him-
light. Yeah.
I just imagined him picking up the
I mean, you've
blade
got
of
your
the sword and then smacking the handle against the bar.
What are you gonna say, Zal?
You've also got your shield, which is
Hard light. Yeah.
got even less protective properties to stop you from hitting yourself with it. But
It's just a fucking lightsaber. You're cutting bits of yourself off every time you pull your shield up.
Yeah.
I fixed
would
fixed
not
my
presume
sword.
that it would hurt.
Yeah, Cyan after putting a huge crack in the bar counter just says I fixed it.
Oh, you're gonna have to pull that back out, dude. How are we gonna cut their fingernails off?
What?
What are we gonna shove under their fingernail? We gotta get them to tell us where the Supernova Gang is, man.
We can do that without ripping their fingernails off.
You say that. You say that. That doesn't
Hey,
necessarily mean it's true.
Here's an idea. Do any of these guys have any money on them?
Give me a. Probably just be I don't know, some investigation, maybe with.
Can I check for any space cell phones? Maybe they have contacts or messages
just-
where we could find.
You know what I just realized? I wrote all my items down on a piece of paper, and it's been 3 weeks.
Actually, give me a brawn investigation.
A
I like that
brawn
better.
investigation.
Yeah.
You're searching them.
Can I look
Okay.
for space cell phones? Maybe they have messages
that's-
or contacts
well,
that could lead
that's-
us to.
That's 2 cards because I'm.
They could lead us. They could give us more info. Can I do that, Zal?
Can I use my dowsing rod?
I think I specified it was for finding objects, and money is an object. So I think you could
What am I doing?
probably douse
Brawn
that.
investigation.
Yeah.
All right, Billy, I'm counting on you to. I only need one guy with money,
What do you mean?
just for my.
What do- What do I find?
Yeah,
Zal?
add a character. If I find one guy with money, I've got a thing.
While
I'll-
Billy's fetching his
I'll
dowsing
hate
rod, Cyan does find a it does find a wallet on one of the guys.
Hey.
Do I find some coins? I use the hero point, by the way.
Yeah, you find some loose change in one of the pockets.
I put it in my bug
Cyan
pocket.
isn't going to take any money out of the wallet he found. He's looking for business cards or contact cards.
Does he
well-
find money though? I can't. I
I
can't
can't
stress.
stress this
I
enough.
can't stress enough that I have a thing, but it requires one of these guys
I
to
know.
have money.
But I'm
Alright,
saying
there.
that Cyan, even if there is, he's not pulling the money out. You can if you want. I'm just
You
specifying
see
Cyan
him-
wouldn't.
You see him flipping through it, and you do see some there's some bills in there. It's not like packed, but it's enough. And while you're rifling through, you do find a loyalty card for this very bar that they were entering.
That doesn't help me.
But it's one drink off of a free drink. So.
Ooh, one punch left. Poor guy.
Yeah.
That's ours now.
Yeah,
I can punch him. Wait,
one
punch left. If I can punch him again if that would help.
Yeah, hit him again. It'll probably help.
Wait a minute. All right, before we punch him, hear me out. So this guy's got a lot of cash. Maybe he uses this cash to buy himself a ticket to the show, which we escort him to. That fills out the crowd, and we can interrogate him afterwards. I mean, that seems easy. I mean, that seems like an obvious
killing
solution.
him with kindness. I see what you're doing, Max.
We're not killing anyone.
No,
Also,
not
it's not.
literally.
I do want to stress, I do not want to give this guy any special treatment. He's getting standing room seats. Also, I don't think he could even afford good seats. I'm like rifling through the wallet. One of my shows. This guy's not getting balcony.
So wait, are we taking him on our ship?
I mean, we could tie him up.
We got some space rope left. I remember we bought some at Space Walmart. Or at Space Mart.
Honestly, can we maybe just tie up all these guys? Because if I can be real with you guys, I don't know how many people are going to show up to this thing. I kind of want a packed audience.
Did we park close? Did we park close to the bar?
There's 5 guys.
Yeah, that's 5 more people in the audience.
What? We're
I
gonna
can't
tie 'em
remember.
up in the audience?
Well, once they're there, they'll want to stay.
I'm sure there's a lot of people around the village I can invite, but I suppose 5 more wouldn't hurt.
And hey, Max, I'll be there too.
Yeah, but that's 5 seats, and they're not even paying.
Cyan puts a shoulder on
No,
Max, like pats him.
that's what.
and-
That is true. We should make sure they have money before we take them to the show.
I
They
don't know.
are buying
we're,
tickets.
We're definitely gonna. We're bringing them with anyways. Might as well just get them to pay in advance.
Did
They
we park
are
close?
buying tickets, even if we buy them for them.
Did we park close to the bar?
I cannot remember.
Can I just say I run
I feel
out
like
to
the bar was like an impromptu decision, but
Yeah, no, we're not near the bar. Our car's still in the Walmart Space
Yeah,
Mart
I feel like
parking
you-
lot.
no. I feel like you walked there from Grimm's. But,
Oh yeah.
Well, how far
whichever
is
one we
Grimm's?
were at?
well, let's say it's a 10-minute walk. It's not bad.
Yeah, I mean we got.
I go
over
get the
here.
rope,
Go
and
get the rope.
I need someone to. Billy, can you come? Like, just drive the car closer. I'll tie them up, and then I don't have to carry them all the way back to Grimm's.
What?
move the car up.
Wait. Why don't you just drive the car back?
All right, I will. Hand me the keys.
You're already going over there. Okay, here you go.
I'm
But
going to
Don't
drive.
hurt her. Don't hurt
I am
her,
going
okay?
to drive the car closer to the bar. What do I roll for that?
Be careful.
That sounds like. I always forget. Was it intelligence piloting?
Can it be intelligence? I am smart.
Wait, for what?
For
Or,
flying.
flying?
I think so.
Yes.
Unless I think it's intelligence piloting, unless you're like making like.
No, I'm not doing
maneuvers.
anything fancy.
What is it if you're doing maneuvers?
Agility.
Agility.
Like if you're
Man,
trying
I'm
to go.
shit at both of those. I love how I have 2 piloting and I'm
Um,
garbage and
I
intelligence
don't have.
and agility.
I don't have any piloting, but I will use. Wait, how many hero points do I have?
Looks like you
I have
have 3.
Okay, I will use 1 hero point. Ooh, okay. At least it wasn't a Joker. I was kind of half hoping for a Joker, but not really.
It
We
still
just got
starts with a
card.
J.
All right.
This
Yeah,
is just to get. This is just to park the car in front of the bar.
You're you're driving a bit slowly, but you get it over there. Try not to Try not to hit anything.
I was gonna pretend like I was wincing at how he was driving the car, but then I remembered that it's riddled with bullet holes. I think I give a shit.
That is true. Also, just to go back to the earlier point, I'll say since you got 3 successes on your investigations combined, we'll say there's enough money for 3 tickets.
3, so we should only take
among
3 people.
Among all the people.
Yeah.
So let's only take 3 then.
Oh, there's only enough for. Hey, Max, there's only enough for 3 tickets.
I wanna. What's the flip to? What's the flip to examine the 5 and determine who would look the best in a crowd shot if there's any like cameras or video at the venue? Like, I don't want some like grody fucking people in the audience if this ends up getting like if there's like people taking photos of the crowd.
Whose face is the least fucked up from the fight?
Presence investigation.
Yeah. Let's give a presence investigation.
It's a classic, dude.
I have presents. Okay, sure. What does that buy me?
Well, you don't really have too much to work with, especially since you did just beat them up with a lot of attacks to the face. But so you decide you leave the guy that you threw the disc at his head, and well, the rest of them aren't the prettiest, anyways. But no, one of them isn't too bad. So the other 2 don't really matter which you pick.
One of them looks. He's like got a pair of aviators with 1 lens popped out.
Yeah.
I'm just staring at this guy with 2 black eyes and like a massive cut on his face. Like, yeah, I'm sure my wife has a lot of makeup back home. This will be fine. I'm sure.
Like, these 3
All right.
kids. The bad audience.
I just sort of pick the 3 that look the least grody to me, and I'm like, we could just get these guys towards the back.
What's the role to tie up people? Because I want to know if I should do that or if I should leave that to someone else.
What's the
That
seating like?
sounds
That's an easy survival, I think.
easy survival. Probably,
I have
probably
2
bronze
survival. Oh, bronze survival. I have that in 6. I could do it.
I feel like it'd be 6 for either you or Billy.
What was it again?
Bronze survival.
No, it'd be like fucking 3 for me.
Oh right, you
I
have 1
health.
bronze. That's right.
I mean, Billy, if you want to help, you can add to my 1 success.
I guess.
So, yeah, that'd be.
You can also
Cyan, this is how you tie that knot, dude. Oh, I forgot it.
You said 3. That was 2.
I only have 1 health.
You could also wink, maybe give him some advice. Wink, wink. 10 drive you can share with everybody.
Oh,
Wink,
okay,
wink.
okay. I tried to get in there. Okay, he's kind of blocking my way. There's a lot of people in this area. So I'll just tell him, I'll just say, hey, buddy, here, let me tell you how to tie that knot. And I'll give you, I don't know, like 4 drive.
Jeez, all right,
Jesus.
thank you.
I
Oh,
play
hell yeah,
fast and
thanks.
loose. I play fast and loose with
Thanks.
my drive.
Thanks, Billy.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. You know,
Yeah. Your first knot, it was enough, assuming they like.
Well, here's the thing.
Stay
Cyan knows how to
knocked out,
tie his shoes.
But
He knows how to tie his shoes. That's about the extent of it.
yeah.
But
And
Billy's got his knot tying badge, I assume.
I
Yeah,
do,
your,
yes.
your first knot was enough, assuming they stayed asleep and knocked out. But with Billy's knowledge, you do a second pass and get it good enough that you can reasonably expect them to
Where should we put him on the
have
ship?
a bit more resistance.
The ship's giant. We can put him anywhere.
I just throw him in the foyer.
Well, except for the cargo bay.
Actually, the cargo bay might be the best place to put him.
Well, it'd be impossible.
Why?
Turns out, we don't have a cargo bay.
Thought we did.
No,
Well,
we don't.
You do not.
We don't.
Oh.
Throw them in the hallway or something. Put them in the bathroom.
But what if we need to
Like
use
the
the bathroom?
small, like the small one in the back of the ship.
Yeah,
Put him in the half bath.
Well,
Yeah.
while you're discussing where they may go, you do hear some sirens approaching.
Let's leave before because this looks really bad on our part.
Yeah.
How does it look bad on our part? These guys are criminals, dude.
Billy, let's go.
Yeah, we should dip.
Alright, I gas it.
We're all inside. I throw these guys in the half bath, and I say when I come back to the pilot room, the navigation room, just like, okay, now we only have one bathroom, so we're gonna have to start taking turns. Everyone has to go at once.
I don't remember if you ever found a bathroom.
Can I roll for searching for bathrooms? I feel like
Sure.
we should have
Couldn't
more
we
than
just say
one.
we have bathrooms? Goodness.
No.
I feel like we have. No,
We
fuck no.
gotta
Not
find
this ship,
it.
we can't.
Honestly, while I do want to say, shouldn't we just say we have bathrooms? We did set a very clear rule at the once we
Yeah.
bought this ship.
It's so much more fun to roll to see how many bathrooms we have.
Yeah, it's with investigation to find bathrooms for anyone
So
who's
can we?
searching.
It's
Hey, guys,
an
look around.
investigation.
I can't really
Yeah.
remember. Do we even have bathrooms on this ship?
All right.
And Billy, that's not an object, so you don't.
I can't use the dowsing rod?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Ah,
Can we at least say we're like
My
we're flying
investigation
away
started.
as we're
Oh, wait.
looking?
So I don't have two of these.
Right, Zell, can we at least say that we have the ship
Oh,
on
shit.
autopilot heading back to our home planet?
Oh,
Whatever.
fuck.
Who's
Sure. Okay, Dingle was the anti-Joker, so you may do with that as you will.
Actually, wait. No, I do remember you did mention something about the bathroom early on.
So we do have one at least.
Is it in the?
I'll say that's your only one, though.
Okay.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, if we put
How
him in the
about we just-
bathroom,
Okay, let's just throw them in the I don't know, the dining room.
I couldn't find any more bathrooms, guys.
Nah, we can't put them in the dining room. I don't want to step over them if I want a snack.
Okay. Why don't we just leave them in the
we could
main?
put them. We could put them under the mat with the gravitanium, with the.
They're not gonna fit in there.
You know, with the ganja. If you guys know what I'm saying.
They're not gonna fit in there.
Yeah, I mean, they might.
I mean, you did fit how much?
A shitload of gravitanium down
But I don't
there.
want to leave them with the important stuff.
I mean, they're tied up. You know.
Yeah, but what
I
if they
know my
get themselves
knots.
untied up?
What are they gonna do with the grav? Okay, number one, don't you ever disrespect my not time badge again. Number two, what are they gonna do? Start throwing gravitanium at us?
I don't know, that stuff's heavy.
Yeah, I mean, we can put something on top of the trap door.
Okay, how
They
about we
won't
just
even be
put
able
them
to
in
get
the
out.
bathroom, in the bathtub?
If we put them in the bathroom, what if I have to piddle, dude?
Then you just
Where am I gonna go?
you close the shower curtains because they're in the bathtub.
What if one of them wakes up while we're
I'm
in there,
not-
dude? That's weird.
I'm not gonna be able to do. I'm not gonna be able to do it if they're in there.
Can we just put them in a corner? Can we just put them in a corner or something?
Can we just put them in the airlock and try not to open it on our way there?
Yeah, let's just put them in the airlock.
I'm fine with that.
You put them in the airlock.
We just
And I
don't.
leave-
We just don't open the outdoor to the airlock.
I leave
I
a
take one of the
post-it
pages-
note. I
Yeah,
leave
I
a post-it
was about to say
note
the
next
same
to the
thing.
big red button that says "Don't press while
Do not press.
don't press while prisoners are in there."
Nah, just do not
Don't-
press.
Yeah,
Do
do
not
not
press.
press. Yeah.
I almost want to make you roll brawn
should
to see
roll.
how hard
You
you
should
stick
roll.
it to the button.
Oh, no, I don't stick it on the button. Are you crazy?
Okay.
I stick it like next to it.
But still,
No, I put it on the door. I put it near the button. I don't put it on the button. Are you wild?
I said almost once.
Can we get the one bro flip to see if he gets a Joker?
No.
We'll say it's fine.
Okay, fine.
So now let's just fly back to our planet. I forgot. I
wanted
keep forgetting
blood.
the name of it.
Gallinus.
Galanus.
Have some,
Galane.
respect
I'd
for the have some respect for the hometown.
Out
Yeah,
of
come on,
character, I forget the name. Not in character. In character, sign
I
doesn't
do all
forget.
along.
Yes.
I wrote flaming suit. I meant to write.
So wait, what
flamingo.
happens if they wake up before we get there? How are we gonna convince them to come with us?
Won't I have somebody's tooth or like somebody's finger or something? I really should write this on like a notepad or
You're
something.
probably thinking of the ear from Heroes.
Yeah.
No. I smooth got something recently. I ate that ear, dude.
You smooth got someone's finger?
Or their tooth or something.
I
Like-
don't recall.
I don't remember that at all. I don't remember at all you stealing something from someone's mouth. That's a
I mean-
tooth.
I will
I
say
don't
it kind
either.
of sounds familiar because it just sounds like something he would do.
I
But-
grabbed
But I don't
something
think
from
he's done it.
somebody. I don't remember what it was.
Well,
though.
you should have written it down somewhere where you could
I
find
did.
it.
None of us-
It's
none of
been
us
3
will.
weeks. I lost
Yeah.
a piece of paper.
That's on you.
You also lost whatever it was.
Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. Also, I wrote bugs/coins
Mhm.
because I'm keeping them in the same pocket. I refuse to add whatever coins I got to the total spucks. I'm going to use them as projectile weapons.
Fair enough. Say for future, just in case it comes up, you can write that it's, I don't know, like 3 spucks worth.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try to remember that. But hopefully it's all in pennies.
Right.
And I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get a bowl of cereal.
Damn.
I'm doing that in character.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay,
I was
I
gonna
thought
say.
you were really going to go get a bowl of cereal. But I was hungry last night. I didn't want to wake anybody up, so I ate all these fucking cinnamon toast crunches by myself. No milk. They were still good. They were still
enough.
good.
yeah. I'll say it's a pretty smooth, trip back home. And
Do they wake up at any point?
I will say, you. I guess it depends on whether or not anyone checked.
I guess I'll check since I'm the one that threw them in the airlock.
Fair enough.
So Cyan just kind of looks past, like he's walking past and he decides to peek in.
None of them seem to be bothered.
I hit the button. No, I'm just kidding.
Are they bothered? Are they awake or are they still?
None
asleep?
of them seem to be awake or anything.
Okay.
But
That
you
would
are,
have been even wilder if they were all awake, but they just didn't give a shit. They were just sitting there tied up.
yeah.
None of them seemed to be bothered.
In the airlock.
Whatever. Better
Could
than
be
out of
worse.
the airlock, I say.
Yeah. No, that's...
Now you are approaching customs.
Oh, fucking customs, dude.
Shit. Can I put some
What
boxes in front of the?
I love how customs is our worst enemy.
It's great, dude. It's actually the best.
Guys, what should we do about the concert attendees if customs sees them?
Do they even check the airlock? Is that legal?
If they come inside and check the whole ship, they're gonna find it.
Well, they're probably going to come in through the airlock.
Oh fuck.
Why would they come in through the airlock?
Yeah, they come in through our
shouldn't-
door.
Hey, if they just don't come in at all.
Yeah, but there's
guys.
always the chance they could be. What if we get random inspected?
See, if we threw them under the mat, we wouldn't be having this problem,
They're
Cyan.
not gonna fit under the mat.
They definitely would.
Do you
I
want
go
me
in
to
there all-
try
I go
right
in there
now
all
while
the
we're in
time.
line?
I will say you don't even have to roll for it. They will definitely fit under there.
Yeah.
All
just
right,
go put
I
'em in
am
there.
grabbing them
why
out
would
of
we
the
put 'em in there?
airlock, and I am just pulling it by the rope, and I put them under the floor space under the mat.
Wait, all that.
Give me a.
You're telling me they just fit under there the whole time?
I was saying, like, you fit a lot of fucking gravitating.
What did I have to roll for
no,
something?
yeah.
Or
You
we
have
just-
like 1/10 or 20th of what you ran away with originally.
okay. So and I just put the mat underneath. We're fine.
Yeah, we literally have like a 20th.
I just hope they don't
It's not
wake
a
up.
comfortable fit, but they fit.
I just hope they. Okay, here's my only problem. I hope they don't wake up and start screaming under the floorboards. I read a story about that once.
I will say, do in fact give me a brawn and
And what? I'm on the edge of my seat.
athletics, I guess.
What's that? Oh, is
To,
that just do it quickly
to-
enough?
Yeah, well,
Or-
quickly enough, and see,
One
see how kind
Maybe-
you are with your.
You got any hoops, bro? You got any hoops?
I'm not using all my
Did
hero
you-
points. I've only got 2.
Why is my 10 there? Yeah, what the heck?
Oh,
Why?
no.
Why'd you pull my card?
Oh,
Zaya?
fuck
That is
me.
true.
God damn it.
Wait.
But one success.
How many cards was it?
Oh my god.
Fuck if I know. Most of them were cyans, is the thing.
Oh, it's just these two.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
couple of them were mine.
Let's shuffle that.
Hey,
give me
sorry.
your last 2 cards.
God damn it. Okay.
And then maybe a hoop, maybe a little HP.
Why?
So just to be clear for me, that's 0 successes even with the anti-Joker, right?
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
All right, let it rip.
Well, are you trying to get your hands around them to move them? And, I don't know, it's just not working, right? So you figure, what better way to drag all of them at once than to drag them by the road? And you get a decent way before it does, in fact, snap.
Oh.
And they are not bros. 2, 3, and one of them wakes up as they do kind of like thud from no longer being restrained.
Hey, good morning.
All right, how? So we're still in line, right? Like, there's not like a customs officer like near
No.
us.
No. You're like approaching. You're not even like.
All right, I want to try and knock this guy back out by like clapping either side of his head with cymbals.
Wait, we could be diplomatic about it.
Or you could give me a brawn performer, but your choice.
Oh, I don't know.
We could be diplomatic about this.
Or we could slap him on the head with some symbols.
Yes, we could do. Ah, fuck, he's
I
already
don't
pulling
know.
the card.
I feel like I want to slap him.
Alright, but if you
If
get
we-
a Joker,
so-
you better not anti it.
Okay, quick question. Has the trip given us enough time to rest?
You sped up kind of quick.
Okay, fair enough.
But thankfully, it seems like it didn't matter.
Dong.
Just
They also did not get time to really heal, but
His head explodes between the symbols.
So I just.
I mean, I'm not
do we-
trying to kill the guy. I just want to get
No,
him
no,
back down.
No,
we
he's
tie
definitely
him-
back down.
Do we tie him back up before I close the trap? Before I close the door under the
Just
mat?
fucking push him in there, Syed. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think at this point we gotta just push.
All right.
I'll say, you get him in there. They probably fit a lot easier when they're not tied together.
They're a lot more malleable.
Yeah, and contort a bit easier.
One guy's probably gonna wake up with a jacked shoulder, but whatever.
It'll be a jacked shoulder and a ticket to Max's show. So
Oh hell
you win some, you lose some.
Boy.
Hey, Are we doing something? What just happened? What I missed in the last 12 seconds?
What are you talking about? We got him in
They
there.
put him in the.
Okay. Can we? Hey, I'm sorry to do this like this. Hey, listen. I just think we need a small little break in the middle of the session.
What?
Somebody wants to say hello.
Oh.
How small of a break? You're just saying hello to someone?
Yo, what's up, Jackson?
Hey, trash can.
Hey, man.
How's it going?
It's going pretty swell. How's it going with you guys?
Not doing well.
Doing great.
Nice. Well, cool. Have
Cool.
a good D&D.
Thanks.
You too.
Thank you.
I will. I'll have a
You
good
too.
D&D
You
too.
too. You better.
I will.
Tell us all about it.
Oh, I sure will.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye. Love you guys.
Later.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
All good.
Who was that?
That was
Hey,
my
sister.
sister.
Trash
Oh.
can, apparently.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, did you call her trash can?
Of course I did.
That's
What's
what
your
her
name?
Yeah, that's what her name is, basically. AD and trash can, same basic principle. I have, we call her Dean, and I have it in my phone. It's like from a long time ago, where like you can change the words to like switch to something else when you type them.
Yeah.
So I just have Dean, and it just switches to idiot all the time. And I'm too lazy to change it back, so I accidentally call her idiot like anytime I text her.
Very cool.
Anyways.
Anyways, you guys get your forced passengers to sleep in the little I don't know, what do you call it? Just like a closet, I guess. Little like hidden closet.
Cellar, the
Yeah, a little
ship
hidden
cellar.
cellar.
Just
Or
our.
your little secret compartment with your rug ejector button.
I was about to. You beat me to it. I was like, you definitely had a name for that on the sheet, on
Yes.
the ship sheet.
Yes, I was looking for it.
What was it called?
Secret compartment with rug ejector button.
Nice.
Yes.
I like to assume. I like to assume that that every time we need to open it, we need to fucking stuff the rug like back in the fucking hat above it, so that it can fall
Oh.
back down.
I really like that idea. I really-
It comes out all fresh and shit.
Exactly. It can't be a disturbed rug. It's what's the point of the rug ejector button at that point?
Yeah.
It's a fresh rug every time.
My
Or,
question
you know.
is, how obvious is the rug ejector button?
That's a really good point. Is it hidden, or is there like a big red button that says
It's
rug
pretty hidden.
ejector?
It's pretty hidden.
close, baby. It's pretty hidden.
I take down the post-it note that says rug ejector button on it.
No, that was for the airlock. It said don't push.
No, there's also a poster here for the rug ejector.
It says push this. It says push this for rug to hide secret compartment.
I just ball it up and fucking throw it out the
Without
ship.
that, it's pretty hidden.
Other than the big sticky note.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say you're approaching your spot in line now. Because I was gonna say you roll up, but you float up.
Boat up.
As you boat up,
Boat up.
All right, these guys always make a big stink whenever Billy's in the driver's seat. Who wants to be the driver?
I'll be the driver.
I don't know what's up with them.
I really don't get it.
I'm a goddamn astronaut hired by the president of space. You think they'd show me a little
Is
respect.
there any other
There's
post-it
definitely
notes we
like
need to get rid of?
there's definitely tiny aliens. I don't know why they can just automatically tell that you're a kid.
I mean, it's probably the human skin. And hey, I'm not a kid. I'm an astronaut hired by the president of space.
Stop saying that. We know.
Right.
Yeah, are there any other like post-it notes or other miscellaneous things that you need to
One
hide?
that says
God,
this one.
I hope there's no more.
No,
post-it
there's
notes.
one in the bathroom that says, "Max, please clean out the toilet after you're done using it."
And there's a post-it note next to that says, "It was Rip Lightning."
Other than that, no.
Fair enough. With nothing else to hide, you roll up to the window.
And Cyan is in the passenger seat. I'm in the
Yes,
driver's
that's right.
seat. Yes.
Good day. Can I see your license and registration?
Of course. Wait, I don't have license or registration.
Wait,
I'm
do
thinking of
any
it.
of us have a license?
Pretty sure Jerry did.
Yeah, I like whisper, "Yo, get Jared, get Jared."
Jerry, I motioned Jerry to slip me his.
I fumble around in the glove box for a second and then find my license in there. I go, yes, we're on a little driving lesson right now. He's under my full supervision,
Yep, Dad's teaching me to drive.
and I hand my license over to him.
He gives it a quick look, and he's like, "Well, so what planet is the learner from?"
He's from Galenus, like me.
Yeah, he's my dad.
He's checking his little database here, and
Fuck. I'm like mentally preparing to hit the gas button if shit goes down bad.
sorry to say,
Hit the gas button to where?
sorry to say, Galenus is one of the ones that requires the learner to also have the license on
Well,
hand. So
really?
can you show yours, please?
Yes, of
Uh,
course.
I've
Of
lived here.
course.
I've lived here my whole life, and I don't remember any such laws as this.
He sort of turns his screen and like points to it. It's like right there, sir.
That must be a new one. I don't know what they're talking
Gonna-
about.
When was that law implemented? Because
I'm gonna
we
whisper.
were.
I'm just gonna whisper to the group. I'm just gonna be like, "Guys, just follow my lead." It's a group license.
Yes.
I know that those were discontinued a while ago, but we were told by the SDMV that it's actually the ones that were issued before it was repealed are actually grandfathered in.
That sounds like a charm line.
I'll take it.
I guess I'm also kind of contributing to this.
All right. I already know this is gonna need at least a hero point.
Just throw like 6 drive on there.
Oh yeah, that was the. I rolled to see
Oh.
whether or not.
Well,
Are you kidding me? Are you
oh
kidding
shit,
me?
let's go.
Oh,
No successes,
Oh.
double choke.
okay, don't even
I'm
worry.
hitting the gas button.
No, don't hit the gas yet, dude. Listen, don't worry, okay? Let's just let this roll real quick, and then I'll sweep up the mess when we're done.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, we can't even fix this with an anti-joker.
No, don't
thought-
worry.
Okay.
Let's see what happens, dude.
All right.
He points to the very next the very next line, which clearly states that in big bold letters, be or that anyone trying to sell or offer a group license is not legitimate, and Galenus has never adopted such a policy.
Well, I mean, you must have an old book.
I squint at the screen. What's that say? I can't even make it out.
Oh, I totally forgot. I'm illiterate.
So, look.
Look,
You can't be
officer. Look, what if I told you we could guarantee you a front row seat to the upcoming Max Voltage show for you to look the other way, and it's all yours?
That sounds like a
What if
present persuasion.
And I want to also chime in and say, what if that ticket also came with a free autograph?
What bonus does that give me?
That sounds like both of you giving a presence persuasion.
I'm going to use a drive. That was totally worth it.
Isn't that both of your jokers, Dingle?
It is.
Nice.
Dingle is clean, so you can just go ham on cards.
All right. Well, I've got 5 hero points somehow from last session.
There we go. 4 successes.
Let's see what 3 drive buys me.
Yes. Wait, are we actually gonna make
Oh,
this
okay.
work?
I was just gonna use Hail Mary, but okay, I guess you guys can just spend all your cards on it, so that's cool.
We can save it.
So how is Cyan and Max's bribe, where Cyan slowly pushes like one of the flyers like across like the desk, kind of like you push a dollar bill against the desk.
He said he kind of gives you both a look before being like,
And it's all yours. All you have to do is just look the other way.
well, I was kind of interested in going, but look, just he looks at the license you gave Jerry. You've got a proper license here. Get in the driver's seat, and sorry, I didn't catch your name.
My name?
Yeah.
I'm Cyan, hero of space.
Is there a last name, or is Hero of Space it?
Oh, Atric. It's Atric.
No, hero of space is a title. Cyan is my only name. It's kind of like Madonna.
It's a phase.
Sort of looks through the registry here, and he's like, actually, you know what? I'll roll for this too.
Aren't you literally not going to find any records?
Oh my god.
Fuck.
The
is
croaker
going
on finding
here?
records of Cyan.
What? By the way, what is the bros crit?
That's a good question.
For enemies and NPCs, I just made it like I just made it like a +2. It's
Yeah,
a minimum. It's just a minimum charm crit.
Yeah, I was gonna do that as well.
Can he anti the bros Joker? The broker?
Stop. Wait,
I was just
can't we?
asking.
No, but it's
You
not
could.
party. Do you
I was
want
just
to?
saying hypothetically.
Fuck no. I'm not anti-ing I'm not shooting a croaker.
Yeah, we need to see this.
Yeah, he looks through the records, and he does find you.
Oh, shit.
He's like, hey, okay, yeah, you're Cyan. There's really no info at all here.
That's exactly what I was hoping you would do. He finds a record, but it's blank. That's it. That's exactly what I was hoping that would be.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can start your record from here, as he sort of.
Yeah, is there a field for like titles, like you'd put doctor or sir? Can you just put like hero of space?
I'm not authorized to do that, sir, but I am authorized to
Are you
note
authorized?
down
Are you
this
authorized to?
infraction should you go for your license in the future. So just keep that in mind.
Hmm.
You're gonna give him an infraction, man? We're giving you free tickets.
Hey, look, I mean, look, man. He's just. He shouldn't have been driving in the first place. And, he's trying to, fraud, uh, say that you have a group license and, fraudulent, documents like that could get you a lot worse. So I'd recommend not trying that in the future.
I just don't know why you're busting our balls.
Can we just go before we
I
get in
don't
even
know
more
why
trouble?
you let this guy drive when this guy has a perfectly fine license. Is all I'm saying.
Just wanted to
I
go
don't
in the
know.
big boy seat, so.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun. That's all. I mean, it was my birthday yesterday.
It was this
could
guy's
be.
birthday.
You see him jot down under birthday. That's yesterday was your birthday.
Oh,
I
well,
mean-
shit. Well, there goes the celebrating your birthday every day, everything out the window. That guy just made it official.
I shouldn't have said anything. Cyan gets off the chair, knees on the ground, and just slams the floor.
Damn. I just tossed an entire cake out of the window.
Look,
it's not the red velvet cake, it's not those leftovers. It's a different cake.
No, it's today's cake. Not anymore.
Yeah, either
It
way.
hits the car behind us.
Yeah, the guy at the window is like, well, look, you guys seem like nice guys. I just, I don't know. Try to not cause problems for yourself. Is my suggestion.
Don't worry, not causing problems is our specialty, I think.
I mean, we were just chilling. You technically caused the problem.
Whatever, man.
Thank you, officer, and we'll be happy to see you at the show.
Well, I am looking forward to it.
You better put on a good show, Max. I don't want another infraction.
Okay.
Yeah, just I guess just proceed on. We'll do a quick quick little X-ray of the cockpit, and we'll be on your way.
Wait, hold on, out of character. Where's the thing? Where's the secret compartment?
It's like by the airlock.
So it's not in the not in the cockpit.
Okay.
Thank
All right.
you.
Yeah, they do a quick little X-ray. I don't believe you had anything that would appear to be suspicious.
Not in the cockpit? Nah.
Yeah, thankfully your retracted hard light sword doesn't really attract much attention. But
It's a grower, not a shower, okay?
exactly. Yeah, no, you guys go back on your merry way.
So once we're like a distance away, I kind of turn to everyone. It's like, I know we said we'd get him a ticket. I kind of don't want to anymore. I feel like he was kind of rude. And also, he said he was excited for the show, but he didn't recognize me, which I thought was kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't think we need him there. We have...
I feel like he would kind of bring down... I feel like having the cop at the show would kind of bring down the vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we're all agreed we're not actually going to send him a ticket, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure you guys were on board with that.
I also give Cyan back control of the wheel.
Yeah, you're headed back home.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I can't remember if I ever gave that port city a name.
I'm sorry I dipped. I'm sorry.
Damn.
For my dad's birthday, I left for a few minutes.
Damn.
Well, the main thing you missed is that we're not actually giving that cop a ticket to the show.
Why not?
Because he was kind of a dick.
What did he do?
He was a dick to us.
He was just being rude, man. He was jamming us up.
But he let us through. He let us through, though?
Yeah.
Sounds like a dub in my book.
He was jamming us up, man. So we didn't want that energy at the concert.
Yeah, cramping our style. I dig that. So what did you give him?
Nothing.
I don't think we gave him anything. He never even asked for the autograph, which was my contribution to the persuasion.
Can I be back in a second, guys? I gotta go feed my cat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of on me. Whoops.
I'm pissed. You guys ever have Roy Rogers before?
No.
Sounds about right.
I had Roy Rogers once, and the chicken was pink inside.
Damn.
Very cool.
That seems weird to me from a fast food perspective.
I honestly don't know how you fuck up. I honestly don't know how you undercook fried fast food chicken.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, because I feel like most of the time it's pre-cooked when we get it.
I don't know. That's what you'd think, but I deadass got raw chicken from Roy Rogers once.
That's what I mean, though. Is I worked at a fast food restaurant, and it was already basically cooked. You just throw it in the fryer for 5 minutes, pull that shit out. Literally. I think you legally have to put it in there for 5 minutes or some shit.
What? I don't know.
That's crazy. No, that's actually nuts. I'm eating Roy Rogers right now, though.
Dude.
It's my dad's favorite restaurant from when he was a kid, I think.
Enjoy.
I like their barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
It's the best. It's sweet. Just a little bit of tang to it. Now I wish I would have went up and got food after this, dude. Where the heck did everybody go?
Cynical
had to
student.
feed his cat.
Did Zedgen just die? Rest
Yeah.
in
A little
peace.
bit every day.
What? One step closer, man. One step closer. That's pretty depressing.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do?
Die, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Just get fucking killed.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hey.
Hey,
Also, now I'm thinking about it. Actually, never mind. Never mind.
you thinking about it?
I stopped thinking about it.
Damn, he stopped thinking about it.
I've lost the ability to think.
That's sad.
Now I just act.
Are we waiting for someone else to come back, like Dingle?
Yeah, we're waiting on Dingle.
No, I'm here. I'm I'm making myself feel clever by browsing r/memes
Why?
Nice.
because it dude,
Oh, it
it's the
makes you feel
fucking
better.
it's the best pick me up imaginable. If you ever like feel like if you ever feel like invalid as like in any sort of creative role, just fucking go on Reddit.
Yeah, honestly.
It's that
This
easy.
this is this is apparently a top post on r/memes right now.
All right.
Hold up, I
I
gotta
see.
find this.
Yeah, that's the sound you're gonna make in a second. Don't worry.
Damn, that's a banger.
What a fucking meme, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think I could come up with something as clever as that in my entire life.
I don't think you should.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Always asking if I could. I never even stopped to think if I should.
All right.
I fucking love Roy Rogers sauce, dude. It's so delicious.
Damn.
It's so delicious.
The Roy sauce, dude.
That's actually the best part of eating it. That's the only reason why. Because of the sauce.
All right, we're all back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in your area. I'm in your area. I'm in your area. You ever just like get too small of a hole on like a packet of sauce? You like squeeze it and then it just starts going at high pressures.
No.
Really?
I don't think that's ever happened to anyone.
It's happening to me right now. You
You're
really never
lying.
do that?
You're fucking lying.
Come on. You guys are fucking with me.
Are we touching down on Gallinus?
Oh no!
Kinzel's doing
it went,
something.
it went all over my lap. Oh fuck, dude.
So, yeah, I'll say unless you had anything you guys wanted to do like on the way there, I don't think there were
Sleep.
any more.
Rest.
Well, we just have to get to the planet's surface. How long is that from the checkpoint?
It's not that long.
So you could take probably a power nap or something.
I think you're still like a week out from the concert.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Oh,
Sounds
okay. Wait, we're a week out from the concert? What are we gonna do with these guys? The ship?
I should keep him at Jerry's house.
You
There's
kind of like
plenty of room.
went right from Grimm's to advertise, and then beat them up, and then went right to Gallinus.
Oh no, I didn't factor this in. It's been too long since the last session. My time frame was off.
Oh, did you get ready to have?
Obvious,
Did you have the concert idea ready for today?
I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that we were a week out from the concert. I would not have recommended fucking kidnapping 3 dudes to bring to the concert if it was a week away.
Too late now.
That's amazing, though. I love that this happened.
Sorry, I missed something. Did I plan for the concert? You were asking?
I mean, I guess.
Cynical.
I don't know
What?
if Seneca was asking you or me that.
What's up?
You were asking some.
What was I asking? I just said, are we touching down on the planet's surface yet or not?
Yeah, I said yes, unless you had
Oh,
anything else to do, which it's not that far off that you really could get a great rest. You probably heal a couple, but you still got time anyway. I'll say for the time being, you all heal. You can all heal 2, sure.
Cyan's just gonna kind of look to the group and he's gonna say, hey, Jerry, can I have the keys to your workshop for a bit? I got an idea for something.
Well, sure. Well, I mean, we're going to be arriving there at the same time, so...
Oh, we're all taken to the workshop? Like everyone?
Well, I'm going to my workshop.
Okay.
I mean, I'll stay at Jerry's house.
Of course you can. There's always space.
You basically did, Max.
I've been living in Jerry's backyard for the last 2 years.
That's news to me, but you're welcome to take my garden again.
I stay hidden.
That you do, Billy, that you do.
I only come out at night. Let me tell you, Jerry, it wasn't the rabbits eating the tomatoes.
I'm sorry. I just saw the picture that Zell posted.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Need
By
to-
the
Well,
way,
what?
they chubby in my AU.
By
so
the way,
good. So good. By the way.
Do you think he's going to end up selling that as an NFT?
Yes.
I hope so.
That's the logical next step.
It's not even advanced irony if they don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we all have, where are we putting these guys though?
I'm in your area.
Jerry, do you have like a radiator in your workshop that we could like chain them to? Just until the show.
Yeah. There's some metal pipes on the back, I believe.
Maybe we should interrogate. Sorry.
It should serve as a decent chain up point for these guys.
I mean, that sounds like a plan to me. Again, just until the show.
Yeah.
You think we should interrogate them before the show?
I mean, if they wake up, I hit that one guy pretty fucking hard.
I don't know. If he's out for a week, he'd probably be dead.
Fair enough.
Then what's even the point of chaining him up? You know what I'm saying? I checked them all
We can
for.
still bring them to the show.
Yeah. I don't know if that would work out very well. I mean, unless we put him in the freezer like right now.
Let's just
Listen. We don't know
Just
if
in
any of
case
these.
he's dead.
Listen, we don't know who's dead and who isn't dead, but they're either not coming to the show or they're going to wake up and probably try and leave the planet because they've been kidnapped. So we should have a plan B, which is chaining them up just until the show.
Also, we're not at Galnus yet, right?
Yeah, I'll say you have landed.
Like we just got here.
Yeah.
No, I'm guessing we've landed.
Landed down back in the
like
little,
a ways away from where we stole this ship from.
well, I mean, I imagine we just parked in front of Jerry's house.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that is close to my house.
Let's harp over
I know a field where I store some vehicles sometimes. I have a little barn.
You
You
can
can store the ship
land
there
down
for
on
now.
your little field in the outskirts of. I don't think I mentioned the name of the town, but let's call it Lamanos.
Cyan is just gonna look and he's gonna say, "I'll catch up with you guys in a minute. I'm gonna stay behind and do something on the ship real quick."
The hands. Which I know probably wasn't your intention, but that is what that is, I think, what this town is called in Spanish.
It's spelled like so. But
So,
okay. Not spelled. It's not the hands anymore.
but yeah, if anyone wants a time frame,
Wait, you thought it was Yamanos, dude?
No, I thought he said Lamanos.
No, Limanos, dude.
yeah,
if anyone is,
but I do like the hands. Sorry,
I do like hands.
But yeah, after Science says that, he's like basically gone for the rest of the day. You guys don't see him for the rest of the day.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh shit.
If someone wants to check up on him, then they can, but they don't have to.
Oh, I'll sleep outside the shack.
I mean, you just said we don't see him.
He's still on the ship working on something, like on the ship inside the barn.
One sec, guys. Let me go check on Cyan. Haven't seen him in a while.
What's he doing?
I don't know. I guess I'll head on the ship looking for where Cyan is.
Wait. So how much time has passed?
2 hours.
Well, I'll say you've landed down.
I'm asking because we never. It doesn't seem like we ever dealt with the unconscious guys that we have that are. That need to fucking be dealt. That need to have some sort of way to have been dealt with for a whole week.
I feel like this entire session I've had a terrible sense of time, like how long time has passed.
Sorry about that.
I've been struggling.
All right.
It's probably mostly my own fault.
No, it's also
Alright, so let's say you've landed in that field you were talking about. And after that, what was your plan? Just tie him up to that.
Radiator.
So
yeah. I guess we're doing it in the bar now rather than the workshop because we're not.
Yeah.
We
fair enough.
got
I
out
guess
at the
so.
bar.
I guess so. So yeah, let's say you've tied them up, and
Yeah.
that's about where you've gotten, because I don't presume any other things have been talked about.
Well, again, Cyan just stayed on the ship for like a bunch of hours.
Yeah, you definitely notice that he's still on the ship, and I guess you presumed he'd be right out, but so now you're going to check on him, I suppose.
Yeah.
No one wants to.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's all
Yes.
go.
So you all go.
When you guys enter the ship, all the lights are off.
Character voice, but I burp everything. Sorry.
Definitely smell something.
What's it
Um,
smell like?
Someone fart in here?
What the hell?
No,
I'll let
Ron
Cyril
was
describe
talking
it.
out of character. Jesus.
Was that? I
Anyway.
thought you said it smelled in the ship. Or
No, all the
you-
lights were.
no.
I said all the lights were off.
But Zell just said we smell something.
What did you
Well,
mean?
I
by
wasn't
No,
sure
I
if he
think
was
Zell
talking
was
about-
riffing off what Brown said out of character.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I wasn't
It
sure.
was kind of a double entendre. Like you said, you can describe it soon.
Oh. Well, all the lights are off, but there's like a bit of a faint glow in the pilot's room.
Oh, what's he do? What's he doing in the cockpit? Oh, Jesus! I start rushing towards the door.
All you see is a silhouette that is roughly around Cyan's height.
A silhouette.
Yeah, because there's hardly any light in there.
Oh, okay. Is it illuminated by the glow?
Yeah.
Cyan?
Hey, Cyan,
that
what you
you?
doing, buddy?
Why are you standing ominously in the cockpit, dude?
Yeah, why'd you turn all the lights off? It's
Uh,
dark in here.
Cyan goes, well, I've been feeling something lately that what my idea of what like a legendary space hero and whatnot. I feel like when I started out, I didn't know anything about the world.
Probably
but now
because
I
of
do.
amnesia.
But now I have a better idea of how to deal with unruly characters. And to sort of complete it all, I've had to reinvent my look. And then pilot's room lights turn on, and Cyan has a new suit of armor.
Out
And,
of
Damn.
character, and I'm not trying to be a dick. Don't you still owe me character art? As you made yourself a new costume?
He also owes me a commission.
That's different. This was easy as just putting paint buckets on stuff and just doing the mask. But yes, I will finish those.
Whoa, Cyan. Where did you buy those, by the way? Or did you
I
make
just
them?
made them. I made them.
Why'd you turn all the lights out for your dark suit? I can barely even see the detail.
Well, the lights are on now, by the way. I said when he turned around, the lights turned on.
What'd you change again?
Can I search for interior floodlights to put a
Yes.
razzle dazzle?
Yes, you can.
on his grand reveal.
Interior floodlight.
Classic wit investigation.
Can I search for a large industrial fan to make his cape billow in the wind?
Absolutely.
Did you say wit investigation?
Wit investigation.
Ooh, I've got my healthy flip back.
That was the go-to
His-
for all.
Cyan just kind of
yeah,
continues
probably.
talking. He's like, because I've realized no one's been taking me seriously this entire time.
Meanwhile, I'm rolling in a big fan.
And I'm flipping a switch for a massive interior floodlight.
The fucking spotlight comes on.
Yeah, you get some pretty bright floodlights.
Thankfully, I've got this visor on.
And you get a pretty decently sized fan.
Nice.
And it.
I really had to
does.
stretch this extension cord far, so you gotta say something cool while the power's on.
Wow, Cyan, you look so cool right now.
But now, I'm not only going to be the defender of the innocent, I'm going to be...
The defender
What?
of the guilty.
No. I'm going to... Why'd you ruin it? No!
I'm
God damn it. I had a good one-liner. Never mind.
No.
I had a
Go
good
ahead.
one-liner.
That's this episode's title.
No,
Defender
that's
of the
not
guilty.
it. That's not it.
I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
I was going to say... Man, now you ruined the moment.
No,
I
you
really
didn't.
I really had a good... Okay,
Come on,
It'd
just
still
say
be
it,
good.
dude.
Go
Come
ahead,
on.
dude.
well, I've realized no one was taking me seriously. But now, I won't only be a defender of the innocent. I'm going to be what the guilty fear.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you were going to say you're going to be the defender of the guilty. But yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
I pat him on the back. Wow, that's really intimidating, son. You'll get
You're
him
gonna-
for sure.
You're gonna be some sort of punisher.
Had a character. I know it's mostly a palette swap, but I just did want to change the design a bit.
It's
Hope that-
Punisher,
fair
but the S is a Z.
What do you think, guys?
I think it's
Yeah.
Again, it's
really
mostly
solid.
just a palette.
I think it looks cool.
I know it is again mostly just a palette swap, but
I think it's almost as good as my character.
I am proud of the visor though. I wanted like a weird like hard light visor on his face. I thought that was cool.
yeah.
It almost looks like. Hey, wait, Cynical, is your character a cat boy?
No.
Okay.
Done.
No, in more honesty, I'm ripping off Batman with the visor than anything.
Is your character Batman?
I don't know. He could be the Batman of Space RPG.
Space Batman.
He's not going to call himself that, but yeah. Do in characters? You guys like it?
I don't have an in character, but I think it looks sick.
I mean, I'd say in character we like it. Me and Jerry just fucking impromptu searched for things to make the reveal more dramatic.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like it's a pretty good indication that we liked it.
Cyan does have something to say to Max. He says, "Max, if I had never met you, I never would have thought about like just taking things a step further. You know?
Whoa.
You told me." You got the street smarts. I need that. I feel like to be taken more seriously in that regard, I needed to change how I looked. So thank you, Mac.
Anytime, man. I know you know I got your back. In general. I mean, you're stronger than me physically, but I have your back in spirit.
And I've been thinking about this for a while. I've been watching some movies. I've been watching some more movies on our trips through space. So my first thing under this sort of rebirth of my look, I'm going to go beat the shit out of those guys, and I'm going to get information out of them.
You mean those unconscious guys?
Well, I'm gonna wake them
They're
up
still,
first.
They're still totally asleep. We knocked them out.
Well, once they wake up, I'm gonna grab one by the collar and slam him against the wall and ask him where it is.
Yeah, pat him on the back. Yeah. You get him, buddy. You got this.
Don't slam the one with the fucked up ears too hard. He definitely got a CT. He almost certainly has a CTE.
Yeah, another good thing is try not to smack him too hard in the wall. You know, Jerry's going to have to fix that if you break it.
I've been watching a lot of movies about like these characters, and they all dress in all black, and all the bad guys are like scared of them.
Yeah, you do kind of look like Batman.
Yeah, I watched a lot of Batman movies, and a lot of them aren't good, but some of them are good.
The ones with Adam West are good.
Yeah, but
And the ones
I
with
already
Snake-
had-
and,
I already-
and the ones with Adam West Veep 2.0 are super good.
Mech Adam West.
Mech Adam West.
yeah. I just I don't know, because I've been wearing the same thing. I was wearing the same thing since I woke up. Well, okay, I was mostly just wearing the jumpsuit.
I mean, there was that day where we all wore suits.
Yeah, but I just needed something more, like, ferocious.
Hell yeah!
New me. Now on, I'm not just the Boy Scout. If it's justice that needs to be
Now you're the
handed out,
Man Scout.
I was just about to say that.
if it's justice that needs to be dished out, I'm not gonna hold back anymore.
He's got a full course meal.
I don't have my own
Justice.
secret lair, though. That I don't have.
I mean, you've got the ship.
I mean, that's where I was. Yeah.
There's probably a ton of rooms in there that we haven't found yet.
So,
Theoretically infinite.
so yeah. And also, apparently these things in my ears that are on top of my ears, they could always do this. But I never, turned it on. He's talking about, the kind of, headphone things that's always been in his ears.
I just thought those were headphones.
No, apparently they also can just make, face shields.
Wait, if those aren't headphones, how have you been listening to the CD I gave you? The Space Futuristic CD. The Hollow D.
No, I mean, they are headphones, but they also do this. I don't know where I got these from. I woke up with these.
I sort of squint my eyes and go, okay, sure.
Yes, Max, I listen to the music that you send me. Yes, I know, okay?
Oh, I just thought of a really good way to get information out of those guys.
Slamming their head against a desk and
We
asking
might
them,
not
"Where's the
even have
bomb?"
to. We might not even have to hurt them
Anymore.
anymore. Yeah,
But I
yeah.
want to crack some skulls. I need to break in the new look. Wait, Jerry, how high is the crime rate in our city that we live in?
It's a very quiet little village.
I'm gonna go
Be
see.
an intelligence space-wise for anyone who wants to actually know.
I have high intelligence, but I don't have any space.
What was that? One card? Yep.
I have pretty high space-wise. In fact, I believe, I have max space-wise.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it!
Also, you're a point.
God damn it!
How
To be
do
one of
I-
those things where, Jerry as an old man kind of just sort of fears,
Okay,
those ruffians.
okay, hear me out. It is 7:12. I could shoot this.
I mean, I feel like we're not gonna have combat or anything in this session.
Get
I'm
it
not
out
trying
of
to
here.
initiate
Get it out of here.
combat. Get it
Jerry
outta
knows
here.
this town like the back of his hand.
I will also say
Thank
it's
you.
not that important. But
Nah, Jerry knows this town.
That makes it even better to fucking anti-joke
I'm not gonna
it.
drag Jerry's name through the mud with a joker on knowing his hometown.
Fair.
Get
fair.
that thing out of there.
Yeah, you're both quite confident, especially Jerry, that you've really not seen much crime at all. In fact, the most crime you've probably seen has come from yourselves.
So true.
Cyan kind of just hand waves that and says, I'm gonna go patrol the streets. I'll be back in the morning.
Okay, it's 2 p.m., but...
I was literally about to say that
Have fun, Cyan.
I thought he was gonna beat up the guys in the attic.
He's like Naruto running down the street.
Not Naruto running, he's running on the rooftops.
He's like trying really hard to climb on a rooftop.
He's got his fucking jet boots.
That's
Oh,
true. That's true.
Fair enough.
That's
yeah.
right. That's right. I forgot. It's been so long. I forgot about those
Yeah.
legitimately.
Is there anyone like even just jaywalking or anything? Zo?
Give me agility investigation.
Oh, fuck.
Uh,
I have 2 agility. Are we healthy? Or did our health or are we still not healthy?
you regain 2. I said during the time.
Okay. Am I healthy
So
at 9? Or no, am I
You're
healthy
you're
at
7.
7? Oh, okay. So I'm not healthy. Gonna use a hero point and my 2 drive.
I believe at
Oh, hell yeah.
while you're running around, you
I mean, if it's 2 successes, you can do more. I just said jaywalking has to be like the bare minimum.
yeah. Oh, you notice, you're sort of running more into town, and you do notice that somebody has not tied up their boat.
Are they still there, like on the docks?
You see him walking away.
I'm gonna tackle him from the sky.
Jesus Christ. Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Send it.
Give me a brawn athletics.
Oh.
Yes. This is gonna be good regardless.
You
Because
might
it's
have been
still
wrong.
these
Maybe there will be
successes.
combat this session.
So you're okay. So
I kind of did the Batman thing where I'm holding like the
You're
edges
like-
of my cape as I'm jumping.
yeah, you're like running on the roofs or whatever with your jet boots, and you can jump off. You do your cool you try to float down with your cape and tackle him, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
However, your cape is not as it doesn't really make you float as much as it kind of just blows in the wind as you fall. And well, you do hit the guy, but you're both kind of down on the ground, and you'll take 2 damage.
That's fine. Cyan. Do I regain my drive because I took that damage?
I believe it's on any. You're at full drive anyway, but
I used 2 drives, so it would have been 0.
Oh.
And now is it back up to 2?
I believe it's on any damage, right?
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
any
So I
damage.
just immediately get my drive back. Yeah. Cyan grabs the guy by the shirt collar.
You were
So
both
don't-
on the ground.
Yeah, well, I picked myself up a little bit.
He's
And
like
I
you're
grab
still
him by
on the
sh-
ground, grabbing him by his shirt collar.
He's like, oh, what the hell, man?
Don't you know you have to tie up your boat?
Ah, shit, you could have just told me.
You're lucky you got a second chance. Because next time it might not be. Cyan picks himself up and walks away.
I
Is
come
that
in
even
over.
against
Hey,
the law?
Cyan, that's Bill. That's Bill. He's a good guy. He's not a criminal.
Good people are capable of turning bad, Jerry.
Bill, I'm
See him sort of
sorry.
like limp
It's my,
away.
my very confused son.
You actually
Cyan
just
starts running in the opposite direction, and he starts heading towards the main
Bill,
street.
Bill, in response to Jerry, just kind of says, you can get, like, leashes for them now, you know?
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, should probably look into it.
Is he at least tying up his boat?
Yeah, he's trying to, as he, like, clutches his back.
Hey, buddy, I got that for you. Here.
Cyan's heading out to the main street. Does he see any crime?
Give me, Billy, give me a, I think, what was it, intelligence biology? Or intelligence survival, probably,
Yeah.
to patch him up.
No, I'm I'm tying the boat.
Oh, you're tying the boat.
I'm tying the boat for him. I know how to tie knots.
Tying a knot.
Gotta be a sailor's knot.
I'd still say that's intelligence survival. Yeah, you do a
Ace
good
of
enough
clubs.
job. You don't need a great knot to keep this little dinghy in check.
I like.
I'm looking
It's
for
like
more crime.
it works, but I like really tie. Like I like quadruple knotted it. It's like it's gonna
Well,
be really
just
hard to
remind
get
you
it
that
off.
you do have a barn with tied up people in it.
Yeah, that is true.
Do I see any crime on the main
Actually,
street?
you know what? I think it's time, boys. I'm gonna put my flamingo suit
There's
on.
no crime that you can see.
Not even a jaywalker?
Not even a jaywalk.
Hey, Cyan, I heard there's a lot of bad guys on the TV in our place. Why don't we all head back and greet Mary?
Mary's in trouble. he starts like he just bolts into Jerry's house.
I turned to the other two and just like, listen, I know he said I was his inspiration for this. He did not get that from me.
Bless you. All right, so you're heading to Jerry's, I guess.
Cyan busts down the front door in case there's trouble. Brawn melee.
Just it opens.
Oh yeah.
It opens.
The door?
Yeah.
The door opens. Yeah.
Like he's about to kick it, but the wind kind of just.
No,
about
Mary
to
just
kick
opens.
it.
Mary
Yeah, I was
sees
about
you
to say.
coming and just opens it.
Mary,
He's
are you
about to kick
okay?
it, but Mary opens it.
Oh, doing a lot better now that you guys are here. As she kind of looks to see if the rest of
I'm here first. I'll start a perimeter search.
For what exactly?
In case there's villains lurking in the shadows.
She kind of like gives you a look before just saying, "There's not."
Oh god, you've done a sweep beforehand. That's good.
Yeah, we'll go. I was just out watering them earlier. There's nothing afoot.
Good. You're my eyes in the sky, Mary. You're my eyes in the sky.
At this point, Billy arrives. Hello, Mary. Hey, you're done
Good
gardening for the day, right?
Yes.
And the rest of the week?
Well, I like to give them a.
You mind if I stay in the shed for a while?
Well, I suppose if there's nothing, Jerry.
Thanks, Mary.
Billy,
Yeah.
while you're out there, set up some defenses.
No. I have plenty of snares set up all around this place already.
Is that
Can
why I keep finding dead birds around?
Yeah, I thought I. Oh, jeez. My bad, Mary. Here, I'll draw you out a
Okay.
map so you can just to make sure those animals don't go to waste. That's good eats out there.
I'm gonna say I start approaching the house, and you can hear from outside. Fuck! Who put this snare here?
Oh, absolutely.
Got another one.
What kind of snare is it? Is it just a
Just rope snares.
Yeah, a little bird snare. Yeah.
Cyan leaps to Max's rescue with his sword out. He's gonna cut the ropes.
Hey, I could have reset that. What? Cyan, come on, man.
Max, are you okay?
How do you have time to put this up? Have you just been here since we left?
Yeah. Yes.
Max, you're like a brother to me.
I have to practice some. Wait.
If I lost you, I don't know what I'd do with myself.
Dude, are you good?
I don't know. I've just been feeling like this since our last, when we took down the bad guys. I've been feeling like this. I've been trying to do things the way that I thought were right, like in the story that I woke up holding, like in the Hollow story, but no, that doesn't work. I gotta buckle down in this world. Everyone's out to get you.
I mean, I feel like we've been killing it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I've just been sort of just prancing around my own little world.
Do we need to throw you another birthday party, Cyan?
No,
Is that what this is about?
No, it's not.
Are you upset that cop made your birthday official?
Okay.
Because I did think that. Because for the record, I do think that was another dick move that guy pulled.
I'm not gonna say that's not a factor, but
It's like I forget which parts you were there for.
I missed that, like the whole.
Okay, so
we mentioned
he looked up.
and it was-
He looked up. He looked up Cyan's record, and he did have one, but it was like blank.
Oh, okay.
But he did casually offhand mention that it was his birthday yesterday, and he just added that to the record.
so now it's not my birthday every day.
Damn it.
No, but Cyan goes, okay, that's maybe a factor, but it's not the only factor. I don't know. I just, Max, you're so cool, and Billy, you have all these ideas, and Jared, you're old and wise, and what do I have?
Jerry, you're old.
You're old.
His name's not Jared, Cyan.
I said Jerry.
It's Jerry, yeah.
I said Jerry.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he
Oh,
But
sorry, sorry.
I've had nothing. I just punch things. I don't have anything. I don't know.
You do have a cool sword.
That's it.
You got rocket boots, man.
Yeah, I have all this, but I don't have like a.
You have
For the
heart.
record, I think punching things is cool.
Yeah, you're courageous. But you really got to stop tackling jaywalkers, man.
Can I keep the new suit? Because I worked really hard on it.
No, you have to give it back.
I wasn't
But I
gonna.
made
I
it.
don't. Who would you give it back to? Didn't you make it?
Yeah, no, I mean, can I just keep wearing this one, and I have my other one in storage because I worked hard on this one too.
Cyan, as long as you have clothes on, I don't think anybody's gonna be particularly hurt about it.
The suit wasn't my issue. You were just like tackling people.
Like Bill, he's not a bad guy,
Oh, that was Bill. He tackled Bill.
Yeah, he tackled Bill for no real reason.
Dude, Bill's got a bad spine.
Yeah, Bill's got a horrible back, man. Like, come on.
Bill's spine is in the shape of a fucking Christmas tree.
We've been getting groceries for him for like the last 6 months, so he didn't have to go out.
Still needs to He still needs to tie up his boat to the dock when he's done using it.
Agreed. People have been saying that for a while to him.
Well, maybe now this will have woken him up to the truth.
Well, hopefully he knows a good chiropractor.
So how far away is this barn from?
Because we walked into town and then walked back to the house.
I was imagining it like a little field a little ways away, like not too far, but just enough to
Not
store
right
the
next to the
ship
house.
without
So are
being
they-
sighted by
yeah.
Not
the
within
shop.
earshot.
No.
Okay.
So what should we do about the guys we tied to the radiator, though?
Oh, I got that. Don't worry. I cracked my knuckles.
I mean, as long as they have food in there, I'm fine just letting them wait.
Did they have food?
Letting
Don't
them
think
waste
they do.
away. No, don't worry. I can give them. I'll bring them some food.
Just give them some wheat bix, like some food that no one eats.
Listen, guys. I got an idea, okay? Maybe the rest of you should come with me, actually. That might help.
Okay.
What was the gang called again?
Supernova.
Supernova, right.
Oh, dude, we need to fight some supernova gangs. They need to see me in my new look as I bash their head in.
No, don't mention that. Do not say anything about that, Cyan. Please.
What?
I think I know what to do. I'm gonna start heading towards where the people are chained to the radiator.
I guess we all just go back to the barn. We just basically did a full circle walk.
Pretty much.
I
See
feel
you,
like
Mary.
sometimes pass.
Yeah, nice seeing you all.
Mary, keep your
Should-
ears, keep your eyes open, and your mind sharp. Oh, we're gone.
Stay out of my shed, Mary.
I know it's probably out of character for me to not say anything to Mary, but I just want to see the story continue, I guess. I can agree
Hey,
up properly when I get
I'll
back.
say she gives you a little.
Gary's
peck on the
definitely
cheek, but, yeah.
I wasn't expecting Bye Mary was going to stop the story from continuing. I thought that was just a thing I said.
Oh wait,
Let's go to
I thought you were gonna go do something now.
let's go to
No,
the
we're
barn.
just going to the shed.
Yeah, the barn. Let's go.
Where we have everybody tied to the radiator.
Yeah.
I will say, yeah, you are approaching it, and I guess your ship's still up there too, isn't it?
What?
Because you parked your ship right next to it.
It's
pretty much.
inside the barn.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
it's with
Yeah.
them, I guess.
Well,
Was
not
it?
the keys, obviously.
I presumed it was outside.
I did too. I thought we parked it in a field.
Yeah.
I thought because the barn was.
I had
in
no
the
part
field.
of this.
Okay, it's outside the barn.
Did we park
Sure.
it behind the barn?
Doesn't
Behind
really
the barn.
matter.
There we go.
Either way.
But we go
um,
in the barn to look at these mooks.
You're on your way to go into the barn as you do hear a very loud scream coming from within. As you probably run in to investigate next
Mhm.
time on RPG.
Oh, fuck, dude. God damn it.
Yeah.
I didn't use my Hail Mary.
Okay. I didn't use friendship speech.
You never
that's-
use friendship.
There's no real place to use it.
I didn't use my 5 hero points that I somehow had.
Oh, yeah.
I only use one, I think.
I used 2.
I'm about to give you guys some more hero points, so don't
But,
worry.
Oh, a refill.
Dude,
yeah.
are you saying you're ready to give hero points? Is
I
that what
actually
you're saying?
wrote them down this time. Oh, man, but I have a bunch written down, so I feel like I shouldn't go first. But maybe I also should, because it's actually only 5. I wrote 5
How
things.
about you volunteer someone?
Volunteer someone.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get
I'm ready to go.
That's good. Session.
Okay, fine, Jerry, get on it then.
My first
Or
one
Ted,
is
sorry.
to Max for helping me out with the grand reveal of Sin's new costume, Cyan's new costume.
That was awesome.
And second one goes to Scion for valiantly saving the village from any threat. Even Bill with his fucked up
Even-
spine.
And his fucked up boating habits.
Okay, I'll go this time.
Sure,
I'll pop the next one.
sure.
Okay, I'm gonna give one to Jerry for knowing his town, dude. For just like
I knew
picking
the
up,
shit
knowing.
out of that time.
I felt like you were such a king. You were the kingpin when he was like, "Oh yeah, there's like no crime around here except what you do." I feel like in your head you'd probably be
You
like,
didn't say
"Yeah,
that.
hell yeah, Jerry's the man." And and you also it's just like that whole bit with like fucking Bill, you tackled Bill, what the fuck? Yeah, shit. And then the next one I'll give to an offhand comment that I was a big fan of. Give it to Max for the SDMV.
That was so good. That was
Dude, the Space Department of Motor Vehicles. Of
I
course,
love
man.
that.
Of course,
I love
man.
that.
I did love that. Let's bring it to Cyan.
One to Brown for helping me with the knot tying,
Oh yeah, no problem. I did a lot of that this session.
You
and
did.
one to Zedge for the whole scene of me and him in the car with the officer. That was pretty funny.
That happens every time. We should start getting Jerry to drive.
Jerry should just be driving. He can drive.
But I want you to learn.
We can all fly this ship. We just don't have like the papers for it.
All that's left is Dingle.
And yeah.
I want to give one to Jerry for helping me with the
Oh.
with the grand reveal. And I'll give one to Cyan as well. I feel like my character, Max, and him had some heartfelt moments this session.
Yeah.
The ones I didn't say were Cyan for the fake ticket idea, and and Max for the fucking patting the audience with the unconscious people.
Who's going to be anti-Joker? I haven't been it in a while, but I can't remember if I have.
I was
been
gonna
or
say
not.
you and Jerry's role combined was kind of a double Joker.
I mean, technically, no one's been it for a while.
Yeah.
True.
I think
Can
I was
I-
it before Dingle, so
Yeah.
I think we pop it over to Sin. I think it's Sin's turn.
I
Alrighty.
think Sin. I think that fits.
And I know I did ask, but now that we're done session, so I know it's mostly a palette swap, but what do you guys think of the slightly updated design? I just wanted to change
You
it.
updated
Yes,
the
I
design?
said it looked good.
It looks good.
It does.
Wait. You
If I-
updated
if-
the design?
Can I give one honest note though?
What?
I don't think it warranted like 30 minutes of the session.
Sorry. Sorry about that.
You're
Dingle.
good.
Tackling Bill was kind of funny though. It at least led to that.
That is true.
That is true.
And again, I have more free time. Dingle, I'm gonna finish up your drawing, and Zetchin, I'm gonna get started on your drawing.
Hell yeah. Let me know when you want
Nice.
details.
Yeah,
on
I'm honestly really sorry about that, Dingle, but I literally had just like no free time in December. I didn't.
No,
play,
I
like,
know. I mean, your job. I mean, I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting it this month. I mean,
Yep.
the job. I know the job's been crazy.
And this was easy to do because again, I just paint bucketed the colors and added the visor. That took like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That's why I was able to do this.
All right, boys, I'm dipping.
Yeah.
Good game.
Have a good day.
Good
Alright,
dip.
Yeah, I'm gonna-
GG's, boys.
Yeah.
GG.
I was literally messaging Zell. I was like, "Can I reveal the new idea I just had for my costume this session?" He's like, "Yeah, go for it." So I did.
I did think it would be a bit quicker, but I do enjoy the the hijinks that
I'm turning it down. I'm toning it down. The initial was, that. I'm toning it down. But he if you want to know the inside of Cyan's like thought process, he does feel like not enough people are taking him seriously enough. So
Yeah.
And because remember, all he really knows is from like TV and movies, because he has amnesia. He just thinks a darker costume will kind of command that. You know what I mean?
We need to get him some. We need to rent Cyan some like buddy cop movies. We need to rent him Space Beverly Hills Cop.
I am excited to have. He can be the bad cop for the
That movie's
guys
not
tied
called
to Dark.
Beverly Hills Cop. I'm totally fucking messed
Beverly
that up.
Hills Chihuahua.
No, don't rent him that. That movie sucks.
It actually is called Beverly Hills Cop. I thought I
Yeah.
totally got that wrong.
Wants to be the good cop with Cyan next session, because Cyan's gonna be the bad cop for the Radiator guys.
I feel like Jerry's probably the best cop you're gonna get.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
might be
damn, never
excited to
mind.
do that.
Never mind. We're not renting Cyan a Beverly Hills Cop. There's 8 F words in it.
Oh shit.
Is your hate canon just so Cyan doesn't swear?
No, I
We
just thought it was
shield him
fun.
from curses.
Yeah.
I thought it was very funny that the first people also ask for Beverly Hills Cop is how many F words are in Beverly Hills Cop.
I like to imagine that's Jerry kind of makes him like make sure he doesn't watch movies with too much explicit language. I think
List of
Cyan.
films that most frequently use the word fuck.
What's top one?
The top one is SwearNet the movie, which
That's not-
came out in 2014 at 935 at about 8.35 fucks per minute, or
Sure.
FPM.
Surely the South Park movie's on there.
Wow.
For a time, I think they had the record amount of fucks said in the movie.
I don't know what qualifies. I don't know if these are all.
But yeah, I'm glad we just had the ambient sounds of the port while Cyan fucks up someone's back.